Okay. Nicki, Cardi throws shoe and miss. they start throwing speed battles at each other. And New York Fashion Week or whatever it was. And let me stop being serious. This beef, I feel like the fans made this beef. I really do. I really feel like the fans made this an issue.
I don't know, to be honest. It came out of nowhere, no? Sorry to cut you off, but no, like, for real. Didn't it come out of nowhere?
No. I feel like they've been throwing shots at each other. I mean, not been, but, like, the past, like, since motorsport. I feel like, this is how I feel, right? Cardi comes into the game. Cardi's hustling for a while. She's making mixtapes, whatever. Loving hip-hop. Leaves that. Signs to Atlantic. Bodak Yellow comes out. Her career is different, right? So now she's the next female hip-hop artist. And then she starts doing the pop records with, like, the Bruno Mars and the Maroon 5s of the world and things like that. And I think she starts becoming where Nicki was, honestly. That hip-hop, I need the female hip-hop verse on my pop song. And now I'm getting Cardi B instead of Nicki. Well, not instead, but I'm getting Cardi B too. So in a sense, Cardi B and Nicki is in the same lane. Not the music ain't the same, but they're in the same lane. So naturally, what the fans did, to me, at least, was they started pitting them against each other. As soon as they had the No Limit verse versus the Plain Jane remix that Nicki had, they started comparing that. And then they had the whole motorsport thing going on where they was comparing verses. And then Motorsport, there was another version that came out where Nicki was kind of sunning Cardi in like a weird way. Like, not sunning her, but saying like she's under her, like, in a way, it was a weird way she put it, but they made her change that. Then they had the whole Motorsport video, which never happened. They were never in the same scene. I mean, the video happened, but they were never in the same scene together. So I feel like the fans just started pinning Cardi versus Nicki. As soon as Cardi's album came out, it was better than Nicki's last album. Like, that was the talk. It was always them against each other. And even if they had no issues with each other at all, they started getting against each other. Then Nicki started claiming that Cardi was had the same stylist and whatever, wearing the same outfits I was wearing. So I feel like the fans started pushing it of them against each other. One. And then lead to this year, and a few weeks ago, Fashion Week, apparently Nicki had liked the tweet after Cardi had tweeted Free Kodak on Twitter. And then some random person on Twitter has said, how can they say Free Kodak when that's a bad look for your mother? You're not raising your kids properly when you're supporting people like Kodak Black, who was a hit woman and all of this. And then apparently Nicki had liked the tweet. And she did like the tweet, because I actually have a screenshot of the tweet that she liked. So the reason why that happened at Fashion Week is because Cardi saw the tweet that she liked, on top of the bunch of other things that apparently has been going on behind the scenes. And that's why the altercation happened at Fashion Week.
So here's my issue, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I've been sort of shade, especially with Motorsport, because Nicki was really upset about the whole swapping of the verses. Mm-hmm. However, now I'm understanding maybe because Cardi was pregnant, but Cardi didn't say much. You feel me? Like, the whole time, things been going on. Cardi just been swallowing. You said she didn't, right?
No, she didn't. That's why she said in her Instagram post after the whole fight, quote unquote fight that happened, was I haven't been saying nothing. I'm tired of you starting to slap my bags. Don't ever call me a bad mother or talk anything disrespectful about my children. I think she hasn't been saying nothing at all. Not to public knowledge.
Right, and honestly, that's why for me, this came out of nowhere. So I was like, girl, you've been quiet this whole time. Where you came from? Like, I don't know. You feel me? Like, I'm like, what was the problem? Because all the other problems, you ain't saying nothing. And everybody know Cardi speaks her mind. So I'm like, okay, so maybe it was like Prego time, right?
Everybody around her, people around her were saying, don't talk about Nicki, talk about Nicki because it's going to become a thing. She knew it was going to become a thing. And it became a thing. But she knew before it would become a thing. So after all the situations that allegedly been happening behind the scenes that Nicki's been doing to stop Cardi's success, allegedly, I'm saying, Cardi probably got tired of it at this point. And then the mother, her liking the tweet about her being a bad mom, whatever, I think is what pushed her over the forward to them having an altercation. I think Nicki has a problem with any female artist who doesn't big them up, who doesn't big her up. I'll be completely honest. Any female artist, rap or singers, who don't like praise her at any point or like tweet or Instagram her song, I feel like she ends up not having a problem with them. She doesn't have a problem with them. K. Michelle, apparently she stole songs from her. She had the Kim situation. She had Iggy Azalea, she was dissing her at one point. Miley Cyrus, she got mad at one point. Like, she always does this female artist. Remy Ma. Oh, I forget Remy Ma. Yeah, Remy Ma situation. I think she has a problem with all the female artists who don't praise her in a way. So
I agree.
Also, Nicki comes across as an insecure diva in the best way. I'll try to put that, but I'm being honest. She comes across as an insecure diva because she lets everything affect her. She was just talking about 2 weeks ago trying to fight Travis Scott, and I want to punch him in his face, and his manager's asshole, and Kylie Jenner's and his daughter is the reason why she's not number one on the Billboard. Like, she's insecure when it comes to that. She wants and needs to be number one. She told us that publicly. She needs to be number one. She needs to be the only one, it appears. And now that Cardi's coming along and in the past year has had a better year than she has the past year. That's why I think things Cardi B said in that Instagram post is true about her stopping her bags, her doing that, her doing this. So,
I mean, to be honest with you, I will say I do believe that it's possible that Nicki has been trying to stop bags. And the only reason I say that is because Remy Ma also said on an interview that she's known for telling people, don't invite this person. If you bring that person, then I'm not getting on the carpet. And, you know, at the time, she has leverage because she's a huge artist. Now, my only problem that I have with that, if that is true, why not just produce the same type of music you've been making? Because that's the only way you're going to stay on top. Like, you took Little Kim's shine, basically, right? So you know what it is. You know if you don't put the content out, somebody's going to take your spot, too. Like, that doesn't change. And then what made me mad, right, with the whole Nicki thing, it's like, okay, you want to be the queen, right? Because now you're a queen, right? But you was a Barbie, right? There's not that many things you could be if you're a female rapper. Like, come on now. Like, I get it. Oh, you stealing my stuff. But it's insane. It's like, what else can she be? Like, nobody's going to call themselves, you know, even if you want to say I'm the baddest bee, then you Trina.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta just understand that you gotta stay on top because, yes, you're easily replaceable only because people are putting in the same work you're putting in. And also, you can't keep making the same music. You have to evolve at some point or another time. But I will say, I am very conflicted about this Nicki and Cardi B beef, specifically at New York Fashion Week. And the reason I say that is because everybody loves Cardi for being herself, right? Let's be honest. She's from the Bronx. She's ratchet, but she's real at the same time. Like, she's going to say how she feels, and that's what we like. And I kind of like the fact that money didn't change her and that she's still the same person and that she will still hit you and she doesn't care who's around. I kind of like that. But on the other hand, I feel like unity is very important, and we need to stick together now more than ever. But I'm not going to lie, I was here for that fight. I was just a little embarrassed that it happened at New York Fashion Week.
I'm not. I'm going to be honest. I've seen people say that. I've seen people say the Fashion Week angle. And how I feel is, don't white people in there, they coked up on many drugs than anybody else is. I feel like I'm being honest. I feel like that fashion world, that's what, I feel like they're not much different than us. They're just more behind the scenes with it. I feel like on site is on site. I really do. And I'm just not even saying that I'm just saying that as a regular person. On site is on site. If that's on site, you want to see Nicki anytime soon, that's where on site is going to happen at. Or she's going to come that close to her. I don't care if it's about Fashion Week. I don't care if it's anywhere. When fights happen at the BET Awards, what we say, we expect it. Oh, it's kind of, we used to that happening. We used to this happening. When it's the Fashion Week, now it's like, oh, we shouldn't have done that there. So we just valuing them higher than we do us. I mean, that's how I see it. So I don't care if it's Fashion Week or not. Personally, I'm more worried for Cardi in the fact that, yeah, I want her to be the same. I want her to talk. I want her to do what she raps about. I don't want her to get sued or go to jail.
That's deep. But you know what? I'm gonna give you that. You are absolutely right. At the end of the day, on site is on site, and then Nicki would have came out and posted or made a song. When you saw me, you ain't even pull up, you ain't even do nothing. So I get it. I mean, the shoe had me dying. I like the video. I like the real raw footage because it's just so genuine to what we know her as. Like that it is what it is. But I also think with Nicki, like, how you gonna try to stop people's bags if that is true and not think they're gonna come for you eventually though?
I think she had no issues with. I think from 2010 to 2017, she had no issues with it because she was number one. Like there was no type of competition. Like Iggy, a bunch of people, female artists, rappers especially, came out. She didn't have no issues because there was no competition. So she was a big bad wolf. She could do what she wants. Now that Cardi's around, she's not clearly number one, and she has competition, show competition on top of that. That's why I think it's catching up to her. But is it really gonna catch up to her? I don't know. I just need Nicki to do better. I feel like she's a superstar who doesn't act like one. That's my Nicki's intervention. She's a superstar that doesn't act like one, and like she's really crying about being number two. She goes on Queen Radio, and she be lying, talking about people's kids, and she was talking about Remy's kids like a year ago, so she didn't stop it. Like she seemed like somebody who was just caught up in her own ways. She seemed insecure, and I think somebody needs to chill her out, relax for a little bit, come back and make different type of music, change a little bit. She needs to change a little bit, musically too. So,
yeah, I think so.